Nashville is the capital of Tennessee and offers a unique blend of experiences that will leave you mesmerized. Whether you're captivated by nature's wonders, entranced by the sounds of music, or intrigued by the state's rich history, Nashville offers something for everyone. So if you've lived here for years, just moved to town, or are visiting for the weekend, there's no excuse for being bored in Music City. Just pack your bags and join us as we explore the top 10 attractions Nashville has to offer. Downtown Nashville. In the heart of every city are areas that have become a destination. Manhattan has Midtown, Miami has Little Havana, and Music City has Downtown Nashville. Many of the go-to music attractions in the city are located in downtown Nashville: Ryman Auditorium, Honky Tonk Row, museums honoring the best-known country music performers such as Johnny Cash and Patsy Cline, and the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum. On the other hand, Broadway is the hub for nightlife in this neon-lit district, where live country music wafts out into the streets. While strolling through downtown Nashville and experiencing its contemporary tourist attractions, you are following in the footsteps of the city's past. Evidence of the earliest settlers can be found along the shores of the Cumberland River at Fort Nashboro, which offers self-guided tours. The views in downtown Nashville feature landmarks that you can see from John Seigenthaler Pedestrian Bridge. Nashville Parthenon. If you're looking for one of the best free things to do in Nashville, see the iconic landmark of Nashville, a reproduction of the Parthenon in Athens. Located in Centennial Park and a short walk west of the city center, the original Parthenon replica was built of wood, plaster, and brick in 1897 to commemorate the state's first century. The current full-scale replica of the original Greek temple is made of concrete. Inside the Parthenon is a permanent art collection of 63 works of 19th and 20th century American painters. Admire the 42-foot-high model of the statue of the goddess Athena, Parthenos, covered with gold leaf. Replicas of the famed 5th century BCE Parthenon marbles are also on display. Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum. Music and history lovers can mix and mingle over the exhibits found at the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum. Peruse the plaques dedicated to country music's finest, from Patsy Cline to Reba McEntire to Alan Jackson, and walk among artifacts like Johnny Cash's guitar and Elvis Presley's solid gold Cadillac limo. Then, for an interactive history lesson on the roots and evolution of country music, take a self-guided walk through the Sing Me Back Home, a journey through country music exhibit. The museum also hosts various revolving temporary exhibits, which often focus on particular artists, so you can stop to browse the 2-story wall, plastered gold and platinum country records, and then head to the historic RCA Studio B, one of the world's most influential recording studios and a Music Row landmark. To put into context how historical the studio is, it has more than 35,000 songs by legends like Dolly Parton, Waylon Jennings, and Roy Orbison. Although the studio is more than a mile away from the museum, it complements the experience. Nashville Zoo. The Nashville Zoo is a great place for tourists to visit with children. Explore the plains of Africa, dwell into the rainforests of South America, and discover the many animals of Asia. More than 3,000 animals from 350 species can be viewed, including clouded leopards, bears, tapirs, toucans, and Sumatran tigers. Animals at Nashville Zoo reside in habitats that represent their natural environments. Lorikeet Landing allows you to enter an aviary and be surrounded by around 85 Australian parrots. You can also come to the zoo to ride the Wild Animal Carousel and Wilderness Express train. Kids naturally know what to do in the zoo's large jungle gym, where they slide, swing, climb, crawl, and explore the wonderful structure. And if none of these interest you, then make sure you hop on the Soaring Eagle zipline that takes your visit to the zoo to new heights, literally. Tennessee State Museum. Learn more about the rich history of Tennessee's social and natural history at the Tennessee State Museum. Located adjacent to the bicentennial Capitol Mall State Park, this spacious state-of-the-art museum covers an area of 137,000 square feet that efficiently accommodates the large collection of original items, interactive exhibits, and multimedia displays. The museum's diverse collections are considered the Smithsonian of Tennessee, and filled with artifacts relating to the state's role in the Civil War, including period weapons and furniture. There's also a vast collection of artworks and paintings, in addition to displays related to music and musicians. Notable features that bring the state's past to life include a theater, an education and learning center, and an on-site gift shop. Belmont Mansion. Built in the 1850s, the Belmont Mansion is the largest antebellum house in Tennessee. It is considered one of the finest mansions of its kind in the United States. Many rooms have been preserved with much of their original decor and furnishings. Entering Belmont Mansion, the historical splendor of the building is enhanced by furniture, paintings, and original statues by American artists. Following a guided introduction, you are free to explore the mansion on your own. During the holidays, one of the top things to do at Belmont is attending its Christmas tour. You'll get to see the mansion dressed up in Victorian decorations and learn about 19th century holiday traditions. It adds that extra fill to your Christmas holiday. Grand Ole Opry. The Grand Ole Opry began as a radio show in 1925, and it put Nashville on the map as the country music capital of the world. Throughout its history, the Grand Ole Opry has called several different places home, but has always hosted country performers from legends like Loretta Lynn and Dolly Parton to favorites like Brad Paisley, Carrie Underwood, and Keith Urban. A trip to Nashville isn't complete without stopping by the Grand Ole Opry House for a tour. Get a behind-the-scenes look with either a daytime backstage tour or a post-show tour during a daytime tour. Your guide will share stories of music legends who have walked the venue's hallowed halls, show your photos from the Opry's venerated history, and possibly bring you on the iconic stage. A post-show tour will give you a look at some of the venue's unique dressing rooms, plus the chance to visit Studio A, where Hee Haw was filmed. The Grand Ole Opry is also a featured stop on many of the city's best tours. John Seigenthaler Pedestrian Bridge. Grab your camera, a smartphone, and walk this picturesque bridge, stopping midway for a fantastic selfie with the Nashville skyline. If it looks familiar, it's likely because many music videos have utilized the vantage point from this spot. The John Seigenthaler Pedestrian Bridge, which is listed on the National Register of Historic Places, was built from 1907 through 1909. It was constructed to connect downtown Nashville to the suburbs of East Nashville. The bridge contains 48 spans, including 4 steel trusses and 2 reinforced concrete trusses. They are the only concrete trusses to be known of in Tennessee. Then in 1998, the city stopped allowing vehicles on the bridge due to its poor condition, and in 2003 it was restored and became a pedestrian-only walkway. There is also a 15-foot wide central bike lane in the middle of the bridge. Pedestrians can stop and relax at one of 4 overlooks along the bridge, which offer panoramic views of Nashville to the north and south. But hey, if you're enjoying this awesome video from us at Travel Confident, then don't hesitate to smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on our other future videos. Go do that, and let's keep this awesome video going. Nelson Green Brier Distillery. Fans of Tennessee whiskey and bourbon should make time for a stop at Nelson's Green Brier Distillery during their visit to Nashville. The distillery's roots reach back to the late 1800s when Charles Nelson, a German immigrant, started producing whiskey in Greenbrier, Tennessee. It became so popular he ended up selling about 2 million bottles of whiskey in 1885 alone. Nelson was one of the first distillery owners to sell whiskey in bottles rather than more cumbersome jugs or barrels, which allowed him to achieve widespread distribution. He died in 1891, and his wife Louisa took over, though in 1909 Tennessee's statewide prohibition forced her to shutter the operation. Nearly 100 years later, the couple's great-great-great-grandsons, brothers Andy and Charlie Nelson, restored the business and bought the operation to Nashville. Today, the venue features a distillery, a tasting room, an event space, and a gift and bottle shop. Tours of the distillery run on weekends. Past travelers call the tasting fun and informational. Cheekwood Estate and Gardens. Art aficionados and nature lovers alike should plan on making a stop at the Cheekwood Estate and Gardens. With its greenhouses, sculpture trail, and chromatic flower display, the 55-acre botanical garden offers sanctuary from downtown's bustle. In fact, the garden comprises multiple distinct gardens, including one dedicated to boxwoods, another focused on dogwoods, a rose garden, a Japanese garden, a herb garden, and one intended to inspire writing that features a small amphitheater for literary events. And then the on-site art museum is just as striking. Housed in the original Georgian-style Cheek family mansion, the museum boasts an impressive collection of 19th and 20th century American paintings, as well as antique furniture, photographs, prints, sculpture, and artifacts from around the world. I recommend a spring or summer visit, since that's when the gardens are at their most beautiful, though some observe that the grounds remain impressive even in winter. Overall, travelers said Cheekwood offers lovely walking trails and well-manicured gardens, and recommended touring the house as well. Many say the trains in the Turner Seasons Garden will appeal to visitors of all ages. Anyway, which of these thrilling destinations would you be headed to on your next vacation? Let us know in the comment section down below. And once you're done there, make sure to check out these videos shown on your screen right now. They're just as awesome. So click on one and I'll see you there.